I got tagged. This is a special video made by me, Angryanimefan2, as thanks for the greatness, the greatness, the greatness, the greatness. Everybody now, if anybody's watching, the greatness. Charles Samwood for tagging me as a Shokugeki No Soma fan, reviewer. The guy was the first Shokugeki No Soma reviewer on the internet, and to be frank, I did not know that. But then again, I don't watch that many reviewers, ironically, because, well, most of them rant. Then again, what do? All I do is rant too. It's a bit of a hypocritical humor, I guess. So, if any, but it's also because, well, unlike those guys, I'm not so very good in my reviewing, so I don't get that many views. But I got tagged, and I've seen that many do an honor video of when they got tagged. So I decided to do my own one, if anybody will watch. It's about every question he himself asked in his own tag video. So I am going to answer you. This is Angryanimefan2's special Shokugeki No Soma and answers about it. And how did it get into you to review and everything more. Question number 1. Who is your favorite male character and why? Okay, well, I'm not gonna be have so much credibility here. I guess Soma. Yeah, I know it's not imaginative. I mean, I didn't want to go for Takumi because, well, to be frank, I didn't like that he got so popular in the last poll. But the thing is, you have to realize that Soma is... I mean, at the beginning I didn't like Soma's character because I thought he was a bit arrogant and insensitive. Then you realize that it's not that he's arrogant or being insensitive, it's just that he's extremely oblivious and yet at the same time extremely honest. He is not being rude because he is honest and looking down on them like many others do. No, he is actually very kind and understanding. And he even helps other people. He doesn't even need a reason for him. In a way, he is just like that kind of special hero who reaches out his hand and says, do I need a reason to help someone? And in the end, he does it for himself. But even if he does it for himself, he'd still give a lot of care to that. But it also because his cool character is a bit casual and cool. Moreover, we have yet to see Soma in complete anger. We have seen him in tranquil fury, but that's more than that. So yeah, Soma is my favorite male character. Who is your favorite female character? Well, if any of those who have seen my Soma videos have watched this, then this is a no-brainer. Megumi. Tadokoro Megumi is my favorite character. And she's so much my favorite character that I'm actually angry that she dropped in the popularity polls. I'm actually angry that Arena is more popular than her! But the thing is that I know what people like in the universe. They like arrogant characters. I mean, just look at the basketball series Kuroko no Basket. After having been the number 1 for Sunderland, we just suddenly got an arrogant basketball guy and sippity doo da, we got that. But did I just say that? Well, back on the point is Megumi is for me why I like her. She's cute, she is kind, she has a lot of hidden potential. And you have to understand that even though I sometimes feel that maybe the authors wrote her just to have a replacement of Soma's childhood friend, she at the same time have always been on Soma's side ever since Soma helped save her career, let's just say that. And a lot of Soma's biggest achievements have been thanks to her. It may have been Soma who had done it, but Megumi holds a lot of that power too. In fact, even Soma himself believes that Megumi has the right stuff. She just needed to have a little bit more confidence. Moreover, we have heard that she has a lot of hidden potential, and I sincerely believe that she is one of them who is going to reach the #1 seat one day. I sincerely believe that because Megami has cooks with enormous amount of heart. Her cooking may not be flashy, but that's just it. Her cooking is not flashy. It's just emotional. And in going in a manga perspective, that is very, very heartwarming. So yeah, I love Megami because of that. In fact, I think I'm a stalking Megami fan. She's just too adorable. Especially in the anime. I'm so glad that voice was just right. Just hearing that voice in anime and you almost cries. But back a point, we have a lot of things to do. What's your favorite Shokugeki and why? Well, we're back to the Megami part. I think I'll take Megumi Kurokiba. I mean, I was disappointed with Megumi Lost, but at the same time, it's one of those Shokugeki I have read most about. It was one of those moments where Megumi did not rely on Soma and just cooked for herself. Moreover, when she presented her dish, she was being cute and adorable, and even the judges would note she was graceful, but at the same time didn't believe she had it. Then just showing that she holds that fighting spirit within herself just makes it good. This also shows just a little bit more clarity about Ruo Kurokiba's character, how much of a jerk he is. So I think I'll take that Shogeki duel. Well, technically that wasn't really a Shogeki duel. It was more of an autumn festival Shogeki duel, maybe. But that counts, right? I mean, we haven't that many Shogeki duels yet. Other than that, well, if I have to take a real Shogeki duel when we bet everything on, then maybe I would have taken Soma and Izan, because I love seeing such a hated character being defeated. But you can say what you want to me. What's your memorable, most shocking moments? Well, when we were introduced to Azami and just how much of a jerk he is, and he observed the position. Because the reason why this pissed me off and shocked me so much is because it's such truth in television. People only vote for the evil characters in history. Well, maybe not all the time, but once a good guy has graced us with his presence, in the end, people will vote for the guy who is not supposed to be in power because they want to change. And the fact that these elite 10 who voted for him, we had yet to see their personality, but now they seem to be more evil than they think. Yeah. I think that was so shocking because for that day forward, I had a feeling Shokugeki No Soma were gonna change. So what's your favorite arc? No, well, I love the arcs, although I feel the Autumn Festival was too long, and I didn't like the winner. So, yeah, I think I'll take the Moon Festival arc. Not only did it reintroduce some characters that just disappeared after the beginning of the festival, but Soma and Megami teamed up again. Moreover, their friends helped them in the finishing touches when they managed to conquer over Kuga, who was at that time just jerk. So yeah, emotion, enhancements, future going strong, and a lot of different things. The only thing that ruined it was the introduction of Azami, which would forever change this manga. But not necessarily for the worse. Everybody loves suspense after all. So what's my favorite? And number 7, what's my favorite cooking style in Shokugeki No Soma? When I think about it, there's not that many cooking styles. Why am I saying that? Well, because there I only have found 2 with special names on the Wikia. I mean, everybody has different style. Megami has the hospitality, but even if she has hospitality, it's not yet my favorite style. So I guess I'll take Yukihara's style. Only because Soma is sometimes a character I wish I could be. Someone who just experiment. Be dedicated to what he does. And even if it fails, just do and just think about it. I can never do that. A calculation that failures becomes graciousness. Because in the end, I'm a failure and the rest is gracious. I want to become like that. So maybe that's why it's my favorite cooking style. And also, it's one of the more flashy, eccentric cooking way in this manga. Number 8. How many manga volumes or other merchandise of Shokugeki no Soma do you own? Well, here's a shock. I only own one. And I gave it to my brother so he could read the Shokugeki no Soma in hope of getting into it so that we could discuss its theories. I read it mostly online. Moreover, I'm not by the way, you can note from my accent, right? I do not live in America. Therefore, I don't get the merchandise that much quicker. And I'm not actually a merchandise collector. Not that much. I want to collect in other things. I only wish that they were. So, alas, I have only owned one. For now. Once we get to a moon festival, maybe I'll buy that book. So what's my funniest... So number 9. What's my funniest moments in Shokugeki no Soma? Well, this is Shokugeki no Soma. They had too many funny moments to count. And moreover, some of them I picked may not exactly been the funniest. Because the first I wanted to pick was Megumi when the old men were trying a dish of eggs in the breakfast buffet. And then he looked so angry and just took her hand and said, "Will you marry my grandson?" And the fact that Megumi reacted was so adorable and funny. Moreover, it was even more adorable in the anime. But alas, maybe that's more adorable than funny. Also in the anime when Ishinki tries to get Megumi to join him in the party, that's pretty fun. But no, I think I'll pick the introduction of Soma in the academy, his boast. I mean, it looked funnier in the manga, although the anime made it even funnier with Erina's face fall apart. Ha! But the fact is, the reason why I consider that is so funny because, in a way, that sums up Soma's character perfectly. It has such an conceited, arrogant tone, and yet at the same time, he strongly believes in it. So for him, that's not arrogant, that's just him being Soma. It basically just tells us, look out world, here I come. If you want to make an impression, that's how you do it. I tend to hold poetry when I'm at parties in order for people to remember me, even though we won't remember who I am or my name. So yeah, I consider the funniest moment is perhaps when Soma had his boast before the entire academy. So, which character do you hate the most in Shokugeki no Soma? Actually, Shokugeki no Soma has pretty grand glance of characters right now. Of course, there are some that are easily being disliked. I actually did not like Erina that much, because I consider her too arrogant and naive. I mean, skilled but naive. I hate those kind of characters in real life, because they're undefeated, and yet at the same time they can never be they can never be over the top powerful, because there's always someone more powerful than her. But no, she's not my most hated characters. In fact, I've changed a little bit my opinions about Erina, because I feel like the quest of this manga is for her to have a character development. No, I'm gonna pick the one a lot of people have also picked. In fact, I have two most hated ones, and it's pretty difficult for me to pick who am I gonna hate most. The most easier I'm gonna pick is perhaps Izan, because, well, for now he hasn't redeemed himself. And when I'm saying redeem himself is because, listen people, a lot of Shokugeki no Soma's fans have not picked this up in their videos, and that's actually shocking me. A lot of Soma's friends at the beginning, they also had a bit of an arrogant flair and was pretty dislikable. But then Soma, well, redeemed them, so to speak. So, and they became more likable. I mean, I didn't think I would like Mimisaka, but once Soma showed him the fault of his face, then yeah, he was likable. I mean, for now, I don't like Hanyama because he's so arrogant, overpowered, yet at the same time there's been some hints that he is more insecure than he wants to believe. So maybe I'll pick Azan, because for now, that guy is all about arrogance, jerkness, and the way he manipulated Soma's duel. I mean, ooh, it was all so satisfying to see him lose. But my second most hated character is Asami. The way he has abused Irina. And also because he's the ultimate evil right now. He's the big bad. And the problem is with that, he's going to be defeated one day. But people are never gonna like how he was defeated. Because he's such an invincible villain. And I hate invincible villains. Because the way they go out is never to the people's liking. But I can only pick one, right? Well, if I had a coin, I would flip it and see. But alas, I have not a coin in front of me, so I cannot pick. Izan and Asami. But I think I'll take Izan most. And finally, 11th. What or who got you into the greatness that is also known as the Shokugeki No Soma? A not so funny story. I just read it. I mean, how many years has it been? 3 years? I began to read it when it was in its survival hotel arc. I think I found it on the internet or something. Began to read it, and it looked promising. Yet at the same time I was worried about it, because, I mean, there's so many mangas I read that I feel have potential, but I'm afraid to read and like them because I feel they won't exist for very long. Take example Tokiwa Kitarari. That's one manga I would love to review. Moreover, I would love for it to get hot. But the thing is, it's easily translated, and I don't think it's gonna exist that long. But I like that manga, and it was the same with Soma. I read it, and it just got to me. The cooking, the action, the characters. Yeah, it felt like a story with immense amount of potential. I read it. I read the arc, then after we get to the autumn election, yeah, it only got better. And eventually, once we came to the Elite 10, I decided, okay, I give up. I will review this because I just have too many things to say about this manga. And that's how I got into the greatness that is known as the Shokugeki no Soma. So yeah, thank you again, the greatness, for tagging me. And also for realizing my most favorite word. I mean, if I could change my YouTube channel or create another one, I think I should call it Despair and an Anime Reviewer maybe. Because despair is my favorite word. And I have to give you a shout out for that. Well played. Well played, Holmes. Well played. Holmes. Well, you get what I mean, right? So, if you know anybody else who get tagged, maybe, or if you're not getting tagged here, and if you're watching this video, do write down there your favorite things about this manga. And give me your thoughts if you have any. Thanks again. This is me, signing out.